Udoka for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Sengun. And so no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of...
Lexus, you always challenging me. You know I love it when you challenge me, so let's do it.
Had to wear the Proving Grounds jersey today for this gameplay because I'm pretty excited. All right, what's the game plan, guys?
We'll just play sides if that's possible. But
pass the ball, exploit mismatches, kick out. Yeah, we good. We got him.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna let them backdoor me because I know they're trying to do that.
Good defense.
I got you. I got you.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Kevin Durant.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Thompson in at the point. And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Good work there as it goes.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. DA?
And Allie, thank you for that. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home.
And I think it's a perfect fit. Hard people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team. Just look at the...
Here's Morant. Last game, he had 28 points. Outside Bane. Here he goes. Down low. Here's Jackson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brooks. Green, the pass to Durant. from downtown. The rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Green against Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to... You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Now here's Bane. Driving inside. Pass to Aldama. Good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Rockets trail by 3. 1:46 left in the first quarter here. Outside Durant. This one for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Thompson finds Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Thompson against Morant. Here's Wells. No points so far. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Timeout called. Houston, they're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Landing. Memphis leading. Steven Adams out there with MP. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Thompson. And it's Green in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. To the paint. Here's Edey. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Now here's Green. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. A deep 3. Goes back up. And there's the rejection. Morant surveying the floor. And stolen by Green. Outside Durant. Over Bane. The Rockets with another miss. Green for 3. Green, money from deep.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Charity stripe shot. And again, it's Memphis missing. Houston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Jackson against Eason. To the middle. And stolen by Jackson. Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. And he lobs it up top.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim. And boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be, rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Here's Edey. After the basket by Houston. Pass to Bane. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Jackson. Beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now here's Adams. Now here's Durant, defended by Jackson. Durant against Jackson. Fades away. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5.
The Grizzlies, 23.
If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. Outside Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Morant. Oh, Morant! Wow!
Yeah, and Morant just makes it look so easy pulling off a move like that. Unreal.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Durant. The shot's good. Durant's got 6.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Bane. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. It's a 3-point game. Inside. Jackson against Durant. Shoots over Jackson. Here's Thompson. Back to Green. Outside Durant. Here's Şengün. Oh, persistence pays off. They finally hit a shot. Şengün's got his first points in this one. Morant against Thompson. To the inside. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was...
Memphis trailing here. Amen Thompson out there with MP. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Green, and it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Jackson outside to take the lead. Sinks it from distance. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr., not hesitating for a second off the catch.
Durant surveying the D. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Outside Bane for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 1. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Here's Morant. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. Wells, the pass to Bane. There's Jackson with the 3, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch.
Morant against Brooks. Pass to Jackson. And he makes it on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting an average of 43% for the floor. Outside Durant. 4-3. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Free throw good. Green.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Green. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Green against Bane. Jackson for 3. Offensive board. Inside, Morant. Thompson with the block. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Eason's checked in for Houston.
On to the floor. Substitution on the court.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And there is the triple! A big 3-pointer! Now we might have a review here. And the last shot is going to be reviewed here. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets overturned, which would end the game, by the way. However, if ruled it still counts, we're headed to overtime.
And while watching it live, it was hard to see whether he beat the clock or not. It looks like he might have been a little late.
And no, the basket will not count. This game is over.
Oh my, talk about a heartbreaking loss. You just nailed the amazing buzzer beater, and then it's taken away.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy.